We are here once again with more Super Metroid Map Randomizer Hard Tricky Multi-Category Winter 2026 Tournament. I am WordSayer19 and I am joined here on commentary with Sinith and on tracking with Cruel Beans. How you doing, Sinith?
How's it going? It's going well. I'm excited to watch this race. How about you?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. This is Copper Bracket Round 2. So excited to see how these two match up against each other. They both won their first round in Copper Bracket. So we're making some progress in these secondary brackets. Feels like it's taken a while to like progress through the lower brackets. The upper bracket is moving along really quick, but excited to see a lot of this unfold.
Yeah, definitely. So the players only have this shot left, and then if they fail here, that's it. They're done. They're out of the tournament.
Yep. Because Copper Bracket is single elimination, not double elimination like the Gold Bracket. But yeah, our runners have chosen Item Draft. And for their starting items, they've picked Plasma and Spring Ball. I think the vetoes were Ice and Varia. Yeah.
Yeah, very important to know that basically the vetoes mean that they are not allowed to choose those items as early items to start out with, but they can still run into those items really early on. So, I mean, Varia is probably going to show up late. It usually does in these seeds, but Ice could show up early.
Yeah, very well could. And it's also not impossible for Varia to show up early as well. I feel like in probably 70% of the seeds I've watched and played in, the items that were vetoed showed up within like 10 minutes. So we'll see if that pattern holds here.
It looks like we had a little bit of a route divergence between Jay and Sacri pretty early on. Jay's going to be going over to where Norfair Reserve normally is. And, oh, nope, I'm sorry. He's going to be jumping over to the other side. Sacri is slightly ahead of him.
Yep. Wait, did he deboost that? I didn't see. How did you get from left to right? That's a tough jump. Okay, well, we have bombs now. That gives us a can fly, and it lets us navigate this little maze down here in Bubble Mountain. Rarely used maze because you can just use a power bomb block to break one floor tile and fall through instead of doing all that. But if you don't have power bombs, you gotta do the maze. Wave Beam is next.
Wow,
that's
Wave Beam.
Unusual. Okay. Most of the time, Wave Beam is filler. However, this early in the game, I'm looking for any progression it could actually give here, like Wave Gates, Green Hill Zone that comes to mind. There's the Pinkbrin Wave Gate room. Chronic Boost comes up sometimes in that scenario.
There's also the room right before Crocomire.
Right, yeah. Is it Pre-Croc Farm or something? I don't know the name of that room.
It might be Pre-Croc Farm, yeah.
Yeah, because there's Pre-Croc Farm and there's Post-Croc Farm. I don't know if those are the names, but there's one before and after in the vanilla map.
But Plasma Wave really is a nice damage combo, especially once we find Charge Beam.
Yeah, if we find Charge, that's kind of huge. Because, like, not that we know if Suitless Ridley is going to come up, but if it does, like, typically with Suitless Ridley, you're just looking for super missiles and nothing else, because nothing else can keep up the DPS. But, like, a good plasma combo actually makes it kind of doable, but still, it can still be pretty miserable, but it's, like, actually possible to do Suitless Ridley with plasma, even if you don't have 30 supers.
But hey, there's the wave logic right there. We've found the Pre-Croc Farm room into a super missile.
Nice. Also, Sacri with the fun 2 links in a trench coat outside their trench coat skin. Love to see custom skins in these races.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I know Jaychalke's not comfortable with any custom skins. He's played the game so long on the regular Samus skin.
Yeah. I for a while there, for like a good few months, I was playing on like the Yoshi skin pretty often, to where I was almost more comfortable with that than with the Samus skin. But the more precise tech I learn with like pixel perfect setups, like the harder it gets to run with custom skins.
I'm a big fan of the Alucard skin, although it is slightly shifted so that certain, like you're saying, pixel perfect setups
Yeah.
get screwed up if you're not used to that skin.
Yeah, I think one of the biggest ones for me is like that big pink room where you do in reverse early supers, spore spawn supers, where you have to be standing on the right pixel to hit the super block. Sacri just getting Varia, so no suitless Ridley this time.
Or suitless Mother
But-
Brain for that matter.
yeah. True. Yeah, suitless Mother Brain can be pretty rough too. We only need 3 tanks to beat the game, 4 to be comfortable in most scenarios here. And again, if we find charge, that's like we're lacking a lot of movement still at that point, but in terms of like damage and boss capabilities, we're basically go mode at that point.
Yeah, basically go mode. Jaychalke's going to be heading up to get that Varia here in just a second.
Yeah, it looks like both runners following pretty similar routes here. Just Sacri, I guess, reading the logic and going to the right areas a little bit quicker.
Yeah, because Jay went to the Metroid room first, and Sacri did not, which was the reason that we have a little bit of a difference here in where the runners are. I don't think there's anything in that direction, Jay. I think just go back.
Yeah, there's a tank up there, but it's through worst room in the game, so very not worth.
Not worth it.
I don't know if you could even kill the pirates right now. You could kill 2 of them with 3 supers, but then I don't think uncharged plasma, I don't think that does damage to them.
Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing. All right, we have our save back up. We have another major that we can grab on to the left-hand side here. It looks like Sacri's not going towards it.
That was the bottom of Mission Impossible, if I read that correctly. So he actually can't get it from this direction.
Got you.
I think... Yeah, if he can get to the top door, he should be able to get it, because he just needs supers and bombs.
Right, and we know Jay can get to the top door over here, no problem. So this is going to be a matter of who gets to the top door first.
Well, again, they're pulling up the map so quick it's hard to tell, but it looked like it was the bottom of Ice Gates, which is power bomb locked. We're going to need power bombs, I think, before we can get there.
Yeah, it is bottom of Ice Gates. I think you're right.
So we're not going to be able to get that just yet. Plasma does put the metal pirates here in logic. I think the 5 supers also do, actually, which is weird, because you have to get a super drop to even have enough ammo. But Jaychalke going for the bottom of Mission Impossible here, which is not. He's gonna be able to peek the item, which is good. Oh no! It at least peek. Come on.
No, he's turning around and resetting.
Yeah, like if you're gonna go all that way, you may as well get the information. Of what that item is. Unless he already got that info, he might have already done that.
I don't think he did. I think he just rolled his eyes and was like, "Wait, I can't do this."
Yeah, so that's unfortunately that's just a straight time loss for Jaychalke right now. If he had peeked that, he could, like, for instance, for all we know, that's Spazer. So if he peeks that and it is Spazer, he can just know that he never has to come back here. Whereas now that's just going to be living in the back of his mind until he comes back for it later if he gets power bombs.
Looks like Sacri's going to be looking for these outstanding items. There's your power bombs.
Yep. So Sacri probably will be just going back for that major right now, unless like the map is really close. That doesn't look accessible though. It's close, but fish tank on the bottom, and who knows what on the top. We got an item room here, some missiles. That's good. So now Fantoon is pretty reasonable with Varia missiles and supers.
And we have 2
Oh.
missiles, as long as we get that top one.
Yeah, it looks like Sacri doesn't feel like it's worth it. He does have bombs, so that is in logic. But if you're not confident in your double bomb jump to get it quickly, I think it's fine to just skip that. Okay, going up here, there is a save. And Billy Mays, ooh, what is this? High jump, that's huge. That is massive.
Should I channel my Braithorn and put on my voice changer for the the echo? High jump has been acquired.
You mean something like, high jump has been acquired.
Nice.
Okay, so with these power bombs, looks like Sacri's still just exploring further, not going back for that Mission Impossible just yet. More power bombs. Okay, we like to see that.
I'll take those all day, every day.
Yep, until you need supers.
Yeah, I think when you get to 15 power bombs, you're good on power bombs, and you want to start seeing supers.
Yep, pretty much. Okay, so Sacri taking this save. Yeah, the major at Mission Impossible is an interesting one. It's like, because you could go back for it instantly like Jaychalke just did. And find charge. That's huge. Or you could just keep going and assume it's not important until you get stopped by something, which is like seems like what Sacri's doing. I think both are fine plays.
Knowing what it is, it's absolutely a better play to go back and get it. But if you don't know what it is, then yeah, I mean, either play is really up to the player.
Yep. And even then, like being charge, you don't strictly need charge until much later in the game. When you're ready to actually kill bosses. So, like, for instance, if that was gravity, not going back for it would be tragic.
Yeah, that would
charge
be
though, it's like you can do a whole bunch of stuff in Norfair and then come back for it later and not really have lost any time. So I think either play is fine here, especially because we know it's just charge beam and not something like gravity suit. Okay, Sacri going for this top left door. This is not in logic, but it is the map, so logic kind of is irrelevant at this point because the map is just valuable all the time.
Right.
In order to get up there, I think you would need ice at minimum.
Ooh.
To freeze the fish and jump up. Ooh.
We got double bosses plus ship.
I don't see Ridley, but ship, like you said, Torian connector, Brinstar connector. We got a lot of stuff going on here.
We didn't scroll the map enough.
Yeah, I didn't see what was on the left side. He might have scrolled that at the start, but he definitely didn't spend a lot of time looking at the left side if he did scroll that way. It really drives me nuts how often I see players do that. Like, to me, my anxiety would be too high if I haven't scrolled to see all the edges of the map.
Sacri gets the beam of shame having to start to go back and change from plasma. Although I guess you could reset and get rid of it too. Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so Sacri is definitely ahead here. He's just made more progress in Norfair, picked up more items. Jaychalke isn't too far behind. And he does have that charge beam.
Yeah, having the charge beam is going to really help him catch up, especially on Dragon and Kraid.
Yeah. Yeah, especially because it seems like Sacri's just not going back for it. Like, I respect it. Like, again, it's not a terrible play. Because you don't know what that major is if you're Sacri. And he's able to continue making progress. Wait, no, he is going back for it. Okay. So there's a different wreck ship entrance. I didn't realize there were two of those. Okay, so now Sacri will have his charge. So yeah, I would say Sacri really didn't lose any time for this, for doing it in this order.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna, when you really think about it, having the item later doesn't hurt more than having it earlier. I think the only difference here is that Jaychalke is able to jump into Norfair and he'll be able to grab the map, see both bosses, and go, okay, I have charge, I have wave, I have plasma, I don't need ammo, I can just kill these bosses, and you don't need to go back.
Yep. So I think the next question, well, we have spring ball and high jump, so that gives us most of our water movement. And if you can double spring ball jump, that's basically all of it. Just some of it will be out of logic without ice.
Sacri is going into Meridia. We'll have to see if this is a good play.
Yeah, looks like this is a good opportunity for divergence, just because there are so many connectors. Like, you could even go down to Bryn. Actually, yeah, that might be in logic to go down to Bryn, depending on what room that is, because I believe the cross room jump was added to logic recently for Fish Tank. I think. Well, no. That's always been in logic, depending on runway. I think it was like Crab Shaft in one other room that are now in logic that didn't used to be. Yeah, Sacri finding East Cack Alley, which is not navigable with this set of equipment. I think there's an Expert Plus trick is the lowest difficulty that can get you through. So yeah, not worth the effort for Sacri.
Yeah, I know Jay's been grinding hard tricks and Expert Plus tricks, so we'll have to see if this helps him out.
Yeah. It's always an interesting question, though, when you get to a situation like this. It's like, this is out of logic. I can do this, but I also don't know what's on the other side. So I could be putting all this effort in for a few missiles, or I could be putting this effort in and finding Gravity Suit. So it's a bit of a monkey's paw there, to figure out what whether or not a trick like that is even worth it.
Cruel Beans, did you see the face that Jaychalke made at Spazer? That was made just for you. He told me. He told me in the secret chat while he's racing. It was just for you.
Okay, so Sacri is back at Fish Tank. One huge benefit of Plasma is getting up Fish Tank with just high jump becomes kind of trivial, because you don't have to like try jumping around the pirates. Oh no. Sacri finding the green door and not having any super missiles left. That's
tragic.
Pretty rough. Okay, Jaychalke hoping to find the map up the right door, but it is not the right door, as we have already seen. So he's gonna have to do this flatly on the left to get up.
Or do a double spring ball, or do a spring ball jump, regular spring ball jump.
Does that work without a flatly?
Good question. Actually, don't listen.
I think you just bonk your head there.
Jay's gonna blind into this green door.
Yep, which we know is Brinstar. Cannot do that. Oh, so you need a double spring ball to get up. Yeah, both runners just resetting out of that. Very understandable. Even because I think both runners have a save that's really close by. Like, even if you can spring ball jump, if you can't get it first try, it probably just loses time over just reverting and walking back. Okay, Jay is looking for another route to the map, trying to go over the top. Getting a little low on health here, but he makes it across.
Still in a risky situation here. Let's see what's through the next door. Crab pot.
Main Street. Okay, health is nice.
Yeah, we'll take health all day, every day.
Yeah. At the very least, it gives you a way back
Right.
across lava grapple tunnel is the name of that room.
Well, at the very
Ooh.
getting grabbed by the Metroids.
Yep, Sacri gave it one shot. Looks like he's just gonna refill here. Maybe he'll try again. That room is tough to do. He has charge, so it probably is in logic to go through there. But it's a very dangerous room. You can get grabbed so quick trying to platform around all that stuff. And it's only an X on the other side, which, since we have charge wave plasma, and Varia, like, we don't really need ammo at this point. It doesn't really help us get closer to game completion. Okay, Sacri following in Jaychalke's footsteps, trying to get across to this Main Street item. Makes it through, nicely done.
With 17 health.
Not even close.
Not even close. Yeah, I'm agreeing with Jay here. Save right before the map. Go get the map, and then you can revert here if you need to. Yeah,
and with high jump spring ball, it is definitely doable to get all the way back up Main Street if that ends up being what he wants to do after the map.
Jay liking what he sees with double bosses and ship.
Here's another room that feels a lot safer when you have charge plasma. Okay, we're back up to chronic boost now. Yeah, so Jaychalke losing a little bit of time here because he went up and around Main Street to get the map instead of being able to do the flatly up. So now in order to get back up, he has to climb up Main Street all over again.
But this puts him closer to where he needs to go for the bosses, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think the problem is Sacri's already there because he had the map earlier and then looped around later.
Yeah, that's true.
Because, yeah, Sacri was able to completely bypass navigating all of Main Street because he got the map from the bottom and then went around the top later instead of having to go down Main Street and back up, because that is a very slow room if you don't have gravity.
IBJ up the screw attack shaft.
That's not fun. Also, I learned in a copper bracket match from last round that room is actually in logic with spring ball and high jump only.
Gross.
You can, yeah, it's both bad but also not quite as bad as you think. You can stand in the doorway and do a spring ball jump from there. I think most people, once they've learned how to like do a wall jump spring ball, will just do that instead because it is faster and in some ways easier. But if you're not good at those inputs, you can still just jump from the door frame.
All right, Jay is going to try and do the early X-ray room deboost to get to the other side.
Ooh. Okay.
This could put him pretty ahead.
It could if he makes the jump. Oh wait, no, he's got bombs. He can just bomb jump up. Yeah, that's not bad actually.
You can also spring ball up.
Yep. Can you do it from that wall? That seems nice. Okay. Very well done. That is crazy to me that he had enough momentum to weave around that platform. That was nice. So he's going for these bosses very early, which could give him a good lead. He's very happy about getting across X-Ray Hall. That's a tough one.
Yeah, that X-Ray Hall definitely it put him in a good situation.
There's a variety of ways of doing that room. I think the most frustrating part about it is it can be done with literally nothing.
Yeah.
Like with 99 health, no suits. Yeah. Like you don't, yeah. It's really tight, really precise, and really annoying, but it's possible. So it's like every time you see that room, especially if you're in an expert seat, it's just like, wait, do I actually have to do this? I don't want to. But With extra equipment, bombs, spring ball, we just saw speed and high jump lets you get up from that left side. So like, there's a variety of things that can all make it easier. Suits naturally to reduce damage makes it a lot easier. Spring fling.
Jaychalke showing us how to do a suitless Dragon out of logic.
It does have plasma though. This is trying to do some quick math. I think it's around 15 shots. Might be like 16 or 17. This beam does. Wait, no. It's less than that. It's less than 10. It's like 8 shots, I think, 7 or 8.
Don't die now, Jay. I mean, I know you saved recently, but don't die now. Oh, Dragon's down.
Okay, he's good. He's fine. Not even sweating.
As he wipes the sweat off his brow. All right, so from here, you got a double spring ball jump or spring ball jump to get out, and then you go down to get to grade. Gross.
Yeah. Well, there is a dry room over there, so cross room jump is also an option, but it looks like he's going for the double spring. Didn't quite get it.
I know he knows how to do it, so he'll get it.
Yeah. Okay, this looks good. Now just mash pause. Oh. It looks like he's trying to time the pause press, which is like a good skill to have. And I find on the first one, I can't mash it or else I just miss the spring ball jump. But on that last one, you can. Here. Yeah, you can.
And is that. No, you can't.
I don't know if it's logic.
Dead end.
You can cross room jump with literally just a door frame across Dragon's room.
I'm thinking of something else. Excuse me.
Okay. Now doing it with just the door frame, I don't know. I don't think that's in hard logic, but as long as you have a dry room on the other side, it is possible to do a cross room jump here to get up.
Looks like he's going to have to go for a double spring ball jump again, though.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Sacri's going up to speed.
Ooh, sure that's a nice find. Have we seen any speed locks? I know we've seen Botwoon Hallway, I think. But that would require grab to be a real speed lock. You can also just get ice.
Isn't the runway right below where Jay is right now a speed lock?
Yeah, that's Croc Speedway. I don't know if I didn't see if there's anything valuable on the other side. Yeah, Jay.
So this is now coming down to Jay being stuck inside of Dragon's room, not doing a cross jump, versus Sacri, who's just searching the rest of the map for logic.
Okay, this looks good for Jay. Nope, not quite. Yeah, so to explain the difficulty of this trick Jaychalke is trying to do, it's very precise on the timing, and there's a lot of like weird quirks to how it works. Nice, he gets it.
Very nicely done.
So for one, you have to be completely morphed before the pause finishes fading out, or else the re-equipping spring ball doesn't do anything.
And there's the grapple beam that you need to get across X-ray.
Okay, nice. So that puts what Jaychalke has done in logic. But yeah, so like the morph has to be completely finished when the pause finishes, and then you have to pause a second time, and then spring ball jump as the pause is fading out, so that you have enough time to unpause and repause to re-equip or unequip, re-equip spring ball, and then you have to buffer the last one. All of that out of a crouch jump. There's I don't know what the exact frame data is on it, but there's not many frames of leniency on the multiple actions you have to do.
No Craig DLC today.
No Craig toes. At least not from Jaychalke.
There's Ice Beam.
Sacri just might do it for the fans.
Wow.
Ice Beam, okay.
Yeah, we'll take Ice Beam.
Yep. So that's our
There's
Zeps
the
get
gravity
covered.
suit for Sacri.
Ooh, boy. So, okay. So here's the thing. Jaychalke at least seems like he's being rewarded for going across this X-ray hall early because he doesn't have to come back for these bosses. However, Sacri, following logic, finding speed booster and gravity, both of those things could make up a ton of time. So it's really hard to say
And
who's in
screw
the
attack
lead
for the
here.
quality of life.
Ooh, yeah. So Sacri has basically all the equipment he needs to just zoom through the rest of the game. He is go mode in terms of equipment. But he has 2 bosses to do while Jaychalke has both of those down.
Well, he has all 4 bosses to do versus Jaychalke having
right.
2 of them
Yeah,
down.
yeah. So, will Jay see the path to Torian?
Yeah,
I mean,
if Jay goes to Torian, he's going to get rewarded with everything that Sacri just got. It won't be a boss completion, but at least it'll catch him up in equipment.
True. However, with that Ice Beam now, there's also not a lot that Jaychalke can't do in terms of finishing the game.
Right, he can fight Ridley, he can fight Fantoon, he can do, if he finds X-Ray, I mean it's game over.
Yeah. Yeah, like on the one hand, it would be good for Jay to go to Torian because he gets lots of good items. But on the other hand, he doesn't need to, so you could argue that's just lost time. I don't think that's gonna work. Oh, we got it. Nice.
Wow,
that's crazy. Sometimes I forget how much faster the morph ball animation is when you're not underwater.
Yeah, it
didn't look like he even got the morph, but he did.
They do not have to get all the items to win. They only needed what is required to beat the game. So that's 3 energy tanks to fight Mother Brain. In this case, because we have Varia, if we didn't have Varia, we would need 6 energy tanks. And we need some way to damage Mother Brain, whether that's a charge beam or enough ammo.
Yep. And then the other thing that is required is killing all 4 bosses, or more broadly, completing the objectives that lock Mother Brain. In this case, it is the 4 bosses: Fantoon, Dragon, Ridley, and Crate. So Jaychalke has 2 of those down, while Sacri has none. We haven't located the other 2, I don't think.
Sacri's already catching up to Jay, though, going back to Dragon right now.
Yep. And this is why, like, it can be kind of risky to do stuff out of logic. If you can't do those bosses first try and get out quickly, then you're risking something exactly like this, where Sacri followed logic, got speed and gravity, which makes all of this much, much faster.
This is going to be a very similar Dragon fight to what Jay did, though, because it's still a charged plasma wave Dragon fight. So it's going to be the same amount of shots. Although he does have grapple beam to make this faster, so he goes for a ride. Nope, he's deciding against it. He's just going to go for the charge beam combo.
Yep, he tried for it, but didn't quite get the setup. That left side is pretty tough to set up, to be fair.
And to answer chat, what Jay did out of logic was go and fight Dragon with no suit, and go across X-ray with no grapple beam.
Yep.
But he got rewarded by getting 2 bosses completed by doing that.
Yeah, he did it because there were 2 things over there he knew he was going to have to do eventually anyway. And it's kind of a dead end over here. So it saved him a trip. It's just, again, that gravity suit makes it debatable how much time it actually saved him. Because Sacri's just able to do all of this much quicker and not have to do the double spring ball to get out.
All right, no Fantoon here in Torian. We know that already. Let's see if Jay goes for the majors or if he dips back out and goes towards one of the other areas.
Yeah, he absolutely could just leave here because he can do pretty much everything in the game. And honestly, I can't decide which one is actually better. Like, which one would save him more time, even knowing that we have gravity and speed here?
On the safety side, I would say getting gravity and speed is definitely
Yeah.
better. And it looks like Jay is going to be grabbing speed here in just a second with infinite bomb jump.
Yep. Speed in particular is pretty important because there are a handful of rooms in the game that cannot be navigated without speed booster. Whereas the same can't be said for something like gravity, because you can do a lot of other tricks to get through water movement. But for speed booster, if you got speed booster blocks, the only real way of breaking those is with speed booster. There's some other shenanigans with like G mode and crazy tech, but for the most part, you need speed in the context of a race. If one of those is blocking your progress.
I would think about breaking the bomb blocks or the speed blocks back there just to make it a little bit faster, but I guess high jump is enough to get up here.
Yeah, high jump and speed specifically. Because that little 2 tiles of platform at the bottom gives you enough runway to get just enough extra height to make that jump. I don't think you can do that without speed.
Ooh,
Okay.
Sacri getting grabbed in X-ray.
But he does have double suits, so the spikes I think only do 15
Like
damage,
30.
if I recall.
Yeah, something small.
Yeah.
Yeah, if only Jay got bonus points for entertaining the crowd. By the way, go follow our runners. We can't do these runs without them. Go follow Jaychalke. Go follow SacriJuts. Go tell them your favorite emote in their chat. Let them know you're watching, cheering them on. Yeah, and follow my friend Words here. Words is a great streamer who does Super Metroid. Follow Cruel Beans, who's also a great streamer who does Super Metroid.
Also follow Sinus. He's a great streamer. Has some cute burbs.
I do have cute birds. I can't deny that. They sleeping right now.
Oh.
That's why it's quiet. All right, if I recall correctly, this is exactly where gravity is.
I thought it was down below, but I wasn't really paying the most attention.
Oh, we'll find
Definitely in
out in a second.
Torian. Okay, so Sacri is now moving on to Brinstar. Oh, right. This is why we need gravity and speed. This was our
It's a good
speed lock,
thing-
so this is actually progress. This is grapple.
Oh, right, this
okay.
is grapple. Yeah. And then the next item is, if he goes for it, gravity.
Right.
So this is going to kind of turn into who's going to do the bosses first as far as Fantoon and Ridley. Those are the last two that are missing.
Yep, again, it feels like Sacri is in the lead. If the bosses are all in Brinstar, he's just in the lead. But not knowing if they could be somewhere else or if there's some diverging paths in Brinstar, it's tough to say.
Yeah, definitely. I agree with that. The map is kind of in a weird spot too, if I'm looking at it correctly in Brinstar. I believe gravity's on the other side of this major. Yeah, it is. Jay, go the other way. Go the other way. No, this is going to be devastating for Jay.
No, this is not good. He needs that gravity. Well, he does have ice, so he doesn't
Okay, this is
strictly
good.
need it.
Well, it's also, he's in a room right now where he needs gravity, so maybe he'll turn around and look at that major.
Yeah, I mean, you can get across here with just high jump, which looks like that's what he's doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, he probably is feeling pressure, feeling like he's burned so much time already. He doesn't need more majors to finish the game, so he's just going. Which, again, not knowing what that major is,
Mm-hmm. Not a bad decision.
Except, you look at his tracker. He has seen... The only majors he hasn't seen are X-Ray, Space Jump, and Gravity. Two of those would speed him up substantially.
Yeah.
So, like, you've got a 2 out of 3 chance of that major saving you time. If it wasn't for the fact that he's already collected so many majors and he knows what... there's a limit to what those majors can be, I would say this is a decent call. You have what you need to finish the game, just go. But because the odds of what majors are left, I think this is a mistake. I think he should be going back for that, even not knowing what it is.
I think it's too late now.
Yeah.
You know, we've already gone too far to go back for it. We got the Brinstar map. I saw Mother Brain. I didn't see any other bosses. We still have Meridia to go look for.
Okay.
All right, so this is now kind of in a good position for both runners to go straight to Meridia, and then they'll catch to each other up.
Yeah. So, yeah, Sacri has the info of Mother Brain being in Bryn, so he knows where to come back to, which is an advantage for him, but Jaychalke is already headed in the correct direction for everything else.
Right. Just break the tube, Jay. He breaks it inside the tube. Why?
he's having fun.
Jay will absolutely do lava dive with the equipment he has. If he has to, he'll absolutely do it. I know he knows how. Yeah,
because you can do lava dive with high jump, Varia, and 1 tank. I think is like minimum. Not for logic. It's never required in logic without gravity suit.
Yeah, the ability to do it and the logical reason to do it are two different things.
Yes. And he's already skipped majors, so at this point, I don't think Jaychalke really cares about logic. He's just looking for bosses. Oh, I didn't realize Sacri hadn't killed Kraid already.
Yeah, I thought I saw a Kraid DLC over there. Did Sacri reset for some reason?
He did reset out of Brinstar. Because he saw Mother Brain and I guess no more bosses, so he just decided it wasn't worth walking back. So maybe he killed Dragon, saved, and then didn't kill Kraid before the save. Yeah, because Dragon is still dead. Or maybe he just never went down there. No, he had to have.
Yeah, no, I saw him kill it.
I think he just didn't save after Kraid, is probably what happened.
Probably. Save early, save often, folks. That's rule number 1. Rule number 2 is scroll your map.
Yep. Which, to be fair, of all the bosses to not save after, Kraid is probably the one that you would do that with, because that fight can go very quickly.
It can go very quickly as long as you quick kill him.
Yeah. But even the slow kill isn't that slow, because it only takes like 4 shots if you use the right ammo. And 2 shots if you have plasma. Okay, so yeah, I think Jay is solidly in the lead here, largely just due to the fact that there were no bosses in Brinstar and Mother Brain was in Brinstar. So Sacri has the information that Mother Brain is there, but as soon as Jay finds the other 2 bosses, he knows he just has to go back for an area he hasn't seen yet. Ooh, okay, this is interesting. This is very interesting. I don't think Jay knows how to do this.
I don't think Jay knows how to do this either.
Especially given the fact that he killed one of the cags. So the 2 ways that I know how to do this with Jay's current equipment, you can spring ball jump past the surface of the water. I think it might even be a double spring ball jump to get past the surface of the water and then do that into a bomb jump. The other method is to wait for the cack to shoot a spike, and you spring ball jump and damage boost off the diagonal shot to get up to that ledge. Both of those are ridiculously difficult. One is expert plus, the other is extreme difficulty. So unless Jay knows one of those tricks, he's going to need gravity to navigate that room. So never mind, Jay is not in the lead.
Sacry's definitely
Sacry's already
they
here.
just high-fived.
Yep. And Sacry already knew about this room because he was here before and reverted out. So, yeah. He knew this was one of the places he would have to navigate when he saw gravity.
Yeah, so this is just Rando going to be Rando, unfortunately. I mean, Jay was right there next to gravity, but because he left it behind, that really is what's hurting his game right now and putting Sacry in the lead.
Played a little too aggressively and got punished for it, unfortunately. Because, like, realistically, there's only a couple of rooms in the game that you can't navigate with Jaychalke's current equipment. And unfortunately...
He ran into one of them.
Yeah. East Cack Alley is one of those.
Looks like he's trying a different direction, though.
Yeah. Okay. So another path into Meridia. This is good. Because you can go right to left across Cack Alley. That's actually not bad. So if he can find a loop around... There's a map here. That's good.
I'm calling Fantoon map.
No, it's the wrong side.
Wrong side. Ridley?
Okay. So, wow, there's nothing
Ridley.
here. Okay. That's interesting.
Revert. Hit the revert button. Hit the revert
Did
button.
Sacry get the Meridia map? No, he's going back now.
Oh, we saw Ridley next to Mother Brain. I didn't even see that.
Oh, okay. I did not know that.
So now we're just looking for the Fantoon map.
So I believe I also saw a Criteria entrance from, was it Wreck Ship? I saw another area somewhere.
I saw a wreck ship in the Meridia area, if that's what you're asking.
Oh, okay. No. There was Wreck Ship connected to Meridia, and I thought there was one other connector.
I only saw the one, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, so Sacry is going to get the same bad news as Jaychalke. I don't know why Jaychalke is still hanging out in Meridia, unless he just doesn't have a save to revert to.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. He doesn't have a good save to revert to.
Because he doesn't need anything that's here. Also, high five again.
Gauntlet.
Yep. Lava dive for
Just go straight up.
Criteria. Okay, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, the wreck ship connector is the only connector.
Maybe he wanted the health. Because he got an E-tank or two in Meridia here. So maybe he wanted to keep those, and that's why he's not reverting. Because 5 tanks, I would say, is pretty comfy.
Definitely
for lava
comfy.
dive. Yeah. Depends on how much practice you have with it. Yeah. Yeah, lava dive is another room that, in terms of hard logic, like hard difficulty logic, you're not expected to do lava dive without gravity suit. But there are a variety of ways to do so, in very hard even, I think, not even expert. So if Jaychalke is comfortable with those, then he's very capable of doing this, and looks like he's going left to right, which is easy enough. Right to left is the tricky one, but he doesn't seem to be hesitating at all with this, so he should be fine to get back. Seems like he knows. Seems like he trusts himself to be able to get back here.
Not the missiles I would have gone for, but
yeah. But Sacry
I guess if you want a little more ammo.
Yeah. Sacry has overtaken Jaychalke now. And again, that gravity suit is gonna pay off in terms of just being able to navigate rooms faster. Lava dive in particular will be a bit faster and safer with gravity suit. We've already seen a good number of water rooms though. So it might not actually slow down Jaychalke that much here in Criteria.
Mm-hmm. All right, we found the Brinstar connector.
Okay, that Criteria map's a bit out of the way, but I think at this point we know it's Fantoon. Jaychalke
Yes.
probably doesn't know for sure, because it could just be Bryn. But since we've already seen the Bryn map, we know it's not Fantoon. Or we know this is Fantoon, sorry.
I'm a big fan of going for all the maps as much as I can and then leaving any other entrance behind me.
Yeah.
If needed, save early so that way you can go right back to the beginning of the zone. But if there's no saves nearby, then just go right for the map.
Yep. Pretty much, yeah, if you feel confident that you can get to the map without any, like, getting blocked by any rooms, going straight for the map is almost always the right play. I think my only caveat to that would be, like, try to find a save as quickly as possible. If you have a save that's 2 rooms away... Okay, nice. But yeah, to me, if you have a save that's like 2 rooms away and the map is like 15 rooms away, you go for the save first. Because there might be something near that save that's actually like valuable to be able to revert back to instead of having to walk all the way back.
So where was this? This was right near where Jay is. It's just a matter of finding it.
Yeah. A matter of the path. This looks good though. Main hall elevator will go up, which I believe is where the map was. It was like up and to the right. Yeah, this looks like it'll go there. Is this just a single elevator room with Fantoon in it? No, not quite. Criteria Key Hunters. Nope, Everest. Oh, that's actually really bad for Jay.
Yeah, because he's going to need double spring ball jumps to get up to the top of Everest.
He has grapple. So he only needs regular spring ball jumps, and then he can grapple the rest of the way. But it's still significantly slower than gravity suit. Okay, you got up.
Sacri having a heckin' Fantoon fight, but gets him down pretty decently.
Jaychalke will be entering right around the time Sacri is leaving. So yeah, all things considered here, like Jaychalke is really close. Sacri definitely has the lead, especially with that gravity suit, but for not having gravity suit, Jaychalke has been keeping up really well. Yeah, I think Jay would be in a clear lead here if he had that gravity suit.
Yeah.
Okay, looks like he's going for the 2 round here. With full beam combo, I believe it's 7 missiles plus 2 charge shots is enough to kill Fantoon. So if you get the 4 missile standard 4 missile opener and then charge a shot, then it should be a free 2 round. Nope, okay. Looks like he missed a missile or 2.
That looks like a pretty dead Fantoon, though. Like a super would knock him over.
Yeah, I'm going to say he's 1 off. Maybe 2. Took 2 missiles to kill. Yep. Oh, we get a surprise kitty. Love to see it. And didn't even lose Jaychalke time to show off the kitty.
That's a speedrun kitty pet right there.
Exactly.
Okay, so does Jay go for the map in Everest, or is he going to turn around?
He goes for the map. He doesn't know where Ridley is yet. He has to go for map.
Well, oh, he gets it.
Nice. Okay, yep, so he just leaves now. Don't you dare go for that major, Jaychalke. You already skipped 1. You're just committed at this point.
Yeah, you're committed to the bet.
Yeah, and again, the gravity suit just showing how valuable it was for Sacri here. Like, he was leaving Fantoon as Jaychalke was entering Fantoon, and he's already back to wreck ship.
Yeah. Jay, where are you going?
I don't know. Wants health? He's probably still a little worried about Lava Dive.
I don't think he's worried about Lava Dive, but I guess more health. Sure, why not?
Yeah. Because, like, yeah, if you first try Lava Dive on this equipment, you can do it with one tank. But that's a difficult sequence of wall jumps, and every retry costs a ton of health. So,
Oh yeah, you're not wrong.
like, the more health you have, the more confident you can be at just being able to make it without having to reset. Like, I like the play of just going for that, just for the safety. I think it's fine. Again, the kicker here is just the fact that he saw gravity 2 rooms away and turned around, or saw a major that was gravity and turned around. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's going for this one. No. No.
Majors, no.
No, this is gonna be X-ray, guaranteed. Guaranteed.
With all the bosses down except for Ridley, yeah, this is definitely X-ray.
The only other option is space jump, but you know, it has to be the most obnoxious option possible. There's no way it's not.
Like, the space jump here save him any time?
Not really, no. He's hoping for gravity, but no. Yep. It also logically can't be gravity, because as far as I'm aware, the only way here was through Lava Dive. So it had to be, like, gravity couldn't be on the other side of it, because gravity is hard required for Lava Dive in logic.
I'm saying, chat, Jaychalke's not concerned about Lava Dive. He can do Lava Dive in his sleep. The guy pretty much trained me on how to do Lava Dive, and I am terrible at the game.
But also, like, you have to think about, in terms of Jaychalke's decision making here, there is still Ridley outstanding. He doesn't know where Ridley is. So in his mind, gravity would still be quite valuable, because he doesn't know what's going to be on the way to Ridley.
The problem is getting Lava get out alive. Got it.
True, true. It's not the dive, it's the up.
It's the uppies.
Yeah. Anyone can dive into a pool once, but can you swim? All right, here we go. Lava dive on 4 tanks. Dump in the reserves. I like it. You don't want the freeze frame of the reserve refill kind of messing with your timing.
Oh, is he going to go for a setup?
Looks like it. Yeah, because you can morph here and then bounce off the ledge here to get down a little bit quicker. He clipped the ledge on the way in, so didn't look like he trusted the setup quite. Now we do some wall jumps on this Nami Hay, then dodge the fireball on this one, and don't bonk, but he gets to retry. There he is. Nice.
I told you, he
only burned 2 tanks.
Sleep. We'll have to ask him what the extra energy was for.
Yeah. Okay, so Sacri has killed Ridley now. So it's just making his way to Mother Brain. We've also seen Ship was in Norfair. So keep that in the back of your mind. Chat. Also, welcome SpeedGaming 3. Welcome, Raiders. We are here closing out game 1 of SacriJuts versus Jaychalke. This is round 2 of Copper Bracket. So both of these runners got knocked out of gold bracket pretty early, but then won their first round of copper bracket. So now they're facing each other, trying to move on to round 3. There are 16 people in copper bracket, so the winner here will be in top 4 of copper bracket because this is just single elimination.
It's a best of 3 game though, so if SacriJuts wins, they still need to go to game 2, and then hopefully we get a game 3.
Yep. All right, so Sacri is looking at 18 or 19 shots, depending on if he uses missiles, or 20 if he just uses no ammo. So get your guesses in chat. What do you think the escape timer will be? We're here in Brinstar at Mother Brain. Brinstar is connected to Norfair. Norfair has the ship. Ship is like northeast Norfair, I think.
I'm going to say 115.
45. That is aggressive, Beans. Of course, I didn't see where in Bryn Mother Brain was. Beans, you might be... Was it right behind Mother Brain? Okay. You might be thinking of the escape that you and I did today. That seems a little more reasonable for that kind of timer. I'm gonna say 135. Yeah, it's Seableed. Yep. $210. No one was close. 210 mobile user here. Yeah, yeah, What did you guess, Zenith? I forgot. I didn't hear.
I did 115. I did not guess it right.
Yeah. No one gets the metaphorical cookie, but our consolation prize is a game 2.
Oh, there's Space Jump just hanging out.
Yep, okay. So that's one that Sacri just skipped because he reverted as soon as he saw Ridley and Mother Brain.
Mm-hmm. So this is going to be an exciting game 2 to see if Jaychalke can force a game 3. Just because watching the movement between the two, I think Jaychalke has a little bit of superior movement and more daring gameplay. It definitely bit him in the butt this time. But yeah, I think if the seed played out a little bit differently, Jaychalke would have won this.
Yeah, Jaychalke definitely knows his stuff. He's got a lot of tricks up his sleeve. And again, if he had just grabbed gravity before leaving Torian, I think he would...
This would have been a different game.
Yeah, he very possibly could have won this one.
But unfortunately, Rando's gonna Rando.
Yep. It's randomizer just is basically just a game of knowing the video game first and foremost, but then just taking a lot of calculated risks. There's no guarantees in Rando. It's just like, okay, I have these options. Which one of these is more likely to pan out in my favor? And you have to be good at weighing those options. And sometimes you just pick the wrong option. Sometimes, even if you're playing the odds, sometimes you still lose. So it's just you gotta be on your toes, roll with the punches, and get up and play the next game.
Yep, and there it is with a final time of 102.45. SacriJuts wins the first game. Jaychalke is going to go ahead and forfeit. Hey, you know what, chat? We're going to go on to a game 2. Words and I will be right back. Hello, SpeedGaming and runners from around the world. Chat, how you doing? This is Synth coming at you with another Super Metroid randomizer. I almost said accessible tournament, but that's a different tournament. This is map randomizer, and we have a nice, smooth jet seed for you. It's not a jet. I can't promise that. It's no objectives.
We can't tell you what kind of seed this is going to be.
I'm being joined by Words. How you doing, buddy?
Hi there. I'm doing good. But yeah, like you mentioned, it's no objectives for this race, which is the chaotic category. I think it, generally speaking, it's the most exciting to watch, and that makes it one of the least favorites for runners to play. Because as we talked about in the last race, there are objectives that you have to complete to unlock the path to Mother Brain. You can find Mother Brain, but until you've completed the objectives, you can't actually do the fight. Those objectives in a normal seed are the 4 bosses: Kraid, Ridley, Phantoon, Dragon. But with no objectives, that limitation is just removed. So if you find Mother Brain, you can just go start the fight. You can just, like, there's nothing stopping you from entering the fight as soon as you find Mother Brain. So what that means is whoever can find Mother Brain first and find the ammo or charge beam or whatever resources to kill Mother Brain and survive the hyper beam, the rainbow beam, then they can just finish the race. So it promises to be very chaotic. It definitely turns into just who blinds the right zone first. So we'll see how this goes, how both of our runners approach this puzzle of a seed that we're gonna have, if it's a puzzle.
Yeah, definitely. Morph Ball is on early supers ped with bombs right behind it.
Okay, and missiles there too. So good basic loadout to start. This is basically any percent so far.
You're not wrong. We just need supers to really make it any percent.
All right, so Sacri checking the morph tunnel door. Turns out to be Green Hill Zone, which does have an item. We can get there with the gate. Oh, hi, Mother Brain! Oh boy, here we go. The question now is, what is the minimum equipment our runners are comfortable fighting Mother Brain with? That is the question to answer. This is kind of crazy. Oh boy. We also don't know where ship is. Ship is important. Because if you don't know where the ship is, you're blinding escape. And if you haven't left Norfair or even gotten the Norfair map, good luck finding ship.
Yeah, I'm thinking that that's at least what the runners are going to, or what Jaychalke, I should say, is going to find next is the ship.
Okay, Sacri finding Big Pink, which is the front side of Mother Brain.
Mother Brain do like Big Pink and Parlor.
Yep, she does. And Bubble Mountain. Okay, water map here, so we don't have to worry about Phantoon for the Norfair map at least. Finding supers and 2 tanks already, so making progress. Minimum equipment for Mother Brain. So, first things first, you need to be able to survive the rainbow beam. If you go into the fight and you don't have enough health to survive the scripted attack that comes at the end, you can't finish the game. So, in the normal game, if you're playing the game normally, that number will be 3 tanks. However, it's only 3 tanks because you have Various Suit at that point. Without Various Suit, it will do 6 tanks worth of damage. I believe you need 601 health to survive. So as long as you have 6 full tanks, you should be fine. So at minimum, our runners need to find 6 tanks or 3 tanks plus Varia. And then to even get to that attack, you need either ammo or charge beam to be able to do enough damage to Mother Brain. There's a few combinations of things. Minimum for Mother Brain 1 is going to be something like 15 missiles and 5 supers.
I'm sorry, the ship is right here.
40 missiles. Hi, ship. Okay, well, that's one problem off of our list. Jet Seed Escape. All right, cool.
Jet Seed plus Jet Seed Escape. So, okay, now the runners are really looking for Ice Beam to get past Zebatites, Various Suit to get past the damage that you're talking about. I'll take High Jump all day.
Honestly, though, I don't think we even care about Ice Beam. I don't think we care about Zeb Skip because we have ship right here. That is the quickest refill you could ask for. So, like, if Ice Beam isn't just on your path, you just go kill the Zebs, refill at ship, and do it again, because that's just faster. But yeah, so the general numbers we're going to be looking for, if we don't find charge beam, we'll be looking for either 40 missiles for Mother Brain 1 and 30 supers for Mother Brain 2, or something like 15 missiles and 35 supers is usually what we look for. You can also do it on things like 70 missiles and 25 supers, but that's usually, you're not usually picking up enough missiles for that to be worth. But who knows what our runners will find here.
And don't we need at least 30 missiles to get past Mother Brain's tank?
Yeah. That's what the 40 plus 30 is for. Yep. So it's technically you could do it on 30 and 30, because it's the Mother Brain 1. The tank phase is weird because you have to shoot a certain number of projectiles first to break the glass open before you can even start doing damage to Mother Brain. But then you also need a certain number of projectiles to break the glass completely before she will even die. So the math works out a few different ways. Generally 15 and 5 is what you're looking for. I think you could do it on 10 and... No, you can't do it on 10 and 5. You need at least 18 projectiles. So right. Yeah, like 15 and 5 is usually the fastest way to do it, or 40 missiles. Specifically 36, but 40 is an easier number to remember.
Yeah. So this is, I was joking jet seed when we started, but man, this is a jet seed.
Yeah, this actually, yeah. Because again, we don't really need majors at this point. We might need majors to get to the ammo we need to finish the game, but really all we need at this point is ammunition and health.
Now I'm trying to think if Sacry's blinded into Mother Brain at all, which might be the only thing that Jaychalke has. Okay.
Yeah, he saw it from the big pink side.
Okay.
At this point, I didn't quite parse the map, but this feels like Sacry is trying to loop around to the map station. Now's there's the backside of Mother Brain.
Yeah, so definitely knows where Mother Brain is at this point.
Yeah. Okay, so Jaychalke checked top right of ship. Being that he's already back at Big Pink tells me he didn't find anything useful there and decided to revert. Yeah, the map is just left of Big Pink. So it might be like on the other side of that one-way door maybe, which could be why Sacry is headed over here. We found Indiana Jones. This is another item check. At this point, any item in any room you find, you check it, because anything is valuable at this point.
Being told that we need game audio. I'm not sure what's happening there because we can hear it.
Yeah, I can hear it, but it's quite quiet on Jaychalke's side. A Spazer for Sacry. Not immediately useful, but if we find charge, that'll go a long way in terms of damage per second. There it is. That's much better.
Yeah, I just turned it up on my side. Chat, let me know if that's good for you or if I need to turn it up more.
Okay, we found Dragon. Very small chance that our runners will try to do that fight.
Yeah,
there's no big reason to.
Or no reason to, I should say, yeah.
Yeah. Unless just that's where progression is, which is possible. Okay, Jaychalke checking Green Hills.
Anymore?
Sacry found Spazer. All right, so it looks like there's still not a convenient path to the map, at least not one that our runners have found. We're just going along. High jump does get you up through Plasma Spark Room. Yeah, it looks like we're gonna need power bombs to get to the map. Ooh.
Worst room in the game, gross.
Sacri reverting out of Plasma Spark room makes me wonder if he knows you can get out with high jump. It's one of those things that doesn't feel like you should be able to, but you definitely can. Instead, going for Green Hills for this guaranteed item check, because he did know about this room already. Also, nice first try gate glitch. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jaychalke finding some supers. One step closer.
We're pretty even on ammo and energy tanks at this point. It's just, this is literally a race for finding the ammunition and the energy tanks to beat the boss or Varia.
Yep.
At this point, I would be checking everything, including, especially majors for Varia.
Yeah. And they're both kind of following the same paths and checking the same rooms, just slightly different orders. Yeah, it's just a scramble for items at this point. So it looks like we'll probably see Jaychalke go down to Indiana Jones here, find Dragon just like Sacri did.
A save beforehand, though. That's a nice save for a reset.
Especially on down doors. Usually on a down door, if it doesn't have a hazard tape, you'll be fine no matter what. But still, like, there can be some pretty dangerous rooms if you're going down. Okay, more supers for Sacri. I find it strange that Jaychalke didn't pick these up, because this was in the range of Green Hill Zone. Oh, it was up worse in the game. That's why. Yeah. This door though is pretty safe to get to if you've practiced it. Bottom door, not so much.
Yeah, bottom door. No, we're not going that direction anytime soon.
Looks like Jaychalke saw Spazer and decided to ignore it.
It's the right decision.
I would not say that with these settings. If you find charge and you don't, if you find charge and then you have skip Spazer and you don't find plasma, that is huge damage that you're skipping.
All right, this is where you revert back to your save point, Jay. Like, you've already burned enough time. There you go. Good boy.
Okay, so a plasma spark, I think, is definitely the way forward. Hopefully our runners realize you can't just get up there with high jump. Otherwise, this could be a pretty painful scramble for logic that isn't there. Maybe they try to cross-room jump fish tank. There's definitely enough runway for that with high jump, I think. I don't know. Fish tank is a weird one. There's like a few different combinations of items that make it possible, and then a few other, like, and only some of those are in logic and only with a certain amount of runway. So it's hard to keep track of when it is and isn't in logic.
So how much pressure do you think our runners are feeling right now, knowing that Mother Brain is literally right there, open, ready to be taught?
Yes. They feel all the pressure right now. Because it's literally like, how quickly can you find items and what is your bare minimum for being able to first try Mother Brain? Because if your opponent's minimum equipment for Mother Brain is lower than yours, they just have a massive lead from the get-go. Yeah. Because they can do it much sooner than you can.
Nice E-tank here.
Very nice E-tank. Love to see that.
Oh, Jay, you going for the save? I wouldn't be going for this.
Yeah, he might not have checked the map, like seen that before going in. You could also do the spring ball maze if you really wanted to. That is doable on this health. I actually, looking at that, I definitely would go for the save there, knowing that Magdalite room is on the way out, because that room is doable on low health, but it can trip you up pretty bad. All right, both runners going to the same door at the same time. Let's go. We love the sync.
Jay turned around. SacriJuts is going
Yeah.
forward.
Sacri had more health, so I think that makes sense. But dipping the acid makes this sketchy. Oh, that's not good. That is not good for Sacri because he can't take a hit from these pirates now, and that's basically the only way through other than just killing everything, which is very slow. Because these pirates take a lot of damage, and they don't drop anything. So if you can't tank the hits, you're burning a lot of time doing this. Good on Sacri for checking the door. I didn't even think about that, but if that was a powerbomb door, he would just be wasting his time here. So good on him for peeking that before making his way all the way around. And there's power bombs. That's huge, actually, but he can't get back.
Ooh,
he's got the info, but he's
ugly,
got to reset
ugly.
and try it again. Yep.
So, oh man, if those are your first power bombs, you actually have to go back for them. Like, you don't have a choice.
Yeah, you have to go back. Sacri, unfortunately, doesn't have the information for that fourth tank, which would make this significantly better. Jaychalke, unfortunately, turned around when he saw that heated room, even though it is, I think, very clearly the logical path forward. Ooh, okay, that's scary.
Yeah, that was a little sketch.
Yeah, my method for that room is actually really simple. You just run forward till you bump the first platform, and then you shoot straight up, and you will clear all the blocks with just like a couple shots, and you can just jump straight up after that. Because bumping Samus's shin on that little platform at the bottom lines you up perfectly to hit like between the blocks, even with no beams.
This is going to be risky getting back out through worst room in the game.
Yeah, you can do it though. Honestly, I think this is logical with no tanks. Maybe not both ways, but going up is logical with no tanks, and getting back down is logical with no tanks. It's if you're practiced on it, it's very quick.
So the logic is pointing to this power bomb pretty much.
Yeah, because 4 tanks, because I forget if it's 1 tank or 2. I think 1 tank actually puts this room in logic, and then deboosting through the pirates maybe. Like 4 tanks is definitely within reason for logical access for these power bombs. Okay. Yeah, Sacri's gonna have to take a couple hits here on the way back before the heated room. So this is doable, but it's gonna be tense. I think he's gonna take at least 1 hit.
Future tense?
Both. I like the creativity from Sacri trying to powerbomb these pirates. I don't know if they probably do take damage from power bombs. I just don't know how much health they have.
Yeah. Jay's looking at the map again, figuring out where to go next. Really, yeah, that power bomb is the only way forward.
And the power bomb also is your only way to the map, I believe, based on what we saw.
So this puts Sacri in the lead a little bit again. We're seeing, a couple of just, I wouldn't say mistakes, but just like trying to figure out where to go and not realizing where he needs to go. That's putting Jay behind.
Yep. I think in both of these races, Sacri has just been reading the logic better. Like we saw in game 1, Jaychalke had some really creative really impressive logic breaks that made up a lot of time for him, but he had to make up that time because Sacri had just done the early game faster because he just went the correct directions more quickly, made decisions faster, and made the right decisions. Because again, Jaychalke got the bosses out of order, which I think if you can do that quickly is the right call. But Sacri not bothering with wanting to do that stuff out of logic, he just followed the logic of the seed as it was supposed to be played, and it won the race for him. Okay, so Sacri is back in Big Pink. Gonna use those power bombs to get a couple doors, a couple paths are now open to him. We'll see which one he goes for. Went for the bottom route first.
Yeah, I think the bottom route is a more sensible route here.
Yeah, my intuition says top route because to me it's more likely to lead to the map, but there's a few ways to interpret that. Okay, this is wrapping around, so this might actually just be map right here. One more room. Ooh, screw attack room.
There's
So
the map.
this is map. It's just a little tricky. So yeah, looks like both routes would have led here. No, maybe. Okay,
there's a major
so
right there.
yeah, a few majors coming out from Big Pink. He should have just enough health to make this return trip if he didn't save. Hopefully he saved down at Parlor.
I think the last save is not Parlor. Or no, it is Parlor.
Yeah, this is fine, I think. You just go back to Big Pink, take the top door, get those majors, and leave. There's also a major down Key Hunter shaft, so if you're confident in that movement, that could be a good major to snipe. I actually wouldn't be surprised if that's Varia, because these
With
seeds
the amount
like
of heated rooms. Yeah.
they like to put Varia either like super late in progression or behind a lot of heat, which is still late in progression, but you know, like it'll either be far away, I guess is the way I'm thinking of it. It's like it could be far away and like 3 regions away from your starting location, or it could be right there just behind heat it doesn't expect you to do yet. Oh, okay.
Also,
I'm just now seeing the path to that one major.
it's powerbomb locked.
No, it's a one-way.
Oh, it's a one-way. Yeah.
You have to come up screw attack room and then come out through the crumble blocks in Big Pink. Which is not impossible, but on this health, it's definitely not logical.
Yeah, chat, you definitely have it right. It's either late progression or it's late progression and it's annoying.
yeah, exactly. There you go. But yeah, no, if you look at the settings on the Map Rando website, ooh, nice E-Tank and speed. Speed surprisingly doesn't help us all that much. I think it gives us a Zeb skip, because I think there was a runway leading up to Mother Brain. But
yes, there is a runway leading up to Mother Brain.
Okay. Oh, Sacri's going for this. This is brave. I think 4 tanks is enough to do this bomb jump, but it's scary.
Doesn't get the first try. Second
Okay.
try. Chat, hold.
Hold. Hold. Hold. Oh, Jay's going for Dragon. That's unfortunate. He has not found the power bombs yet. He doesn't know. He's confused. Like, you see his expressions. He doesn't know where he should be going right now. He turned around to that one heated room, and that ended up being the way forward. Wave beam, not the thing Sacri wanted, but again, you don't say no to beam damage.
Right.
In these settings, because charge is technically go mode in terms of ammo at this point.
And it looks like Crate is guarding the other major.
Yeah. Crate isn't too bad, but the Key Hunter shaft is the sketchy bit.
Oh man, this is going to be truly unfortunate for Jaychalke, because the only thing that's behind Dragon is a missile.
Oh no. He's doing this fight pretty well. He did get grabbed, which was pretty bad, but he looks like Dragon is maybe half health at this point. So he's making progress, but it only slows down from here, unfortunately.
Yeah,
you're mostly just getting missile drops.
Unfortunately, not the way forward, and not what we need to do.
Look right there, Jaychalke. It's a single heated room. You can do that. You have 4 tanks. You can do that. Zachary shine sparking through a criteria door because he felt like it. Ended up being pants room, which is not the way forward.
Nope. Looks like Jay's going the right direction now.
Yeah, looks like it. I mean, there aren't many other directions to go at this point, unless he's just going to keep trying Dragon.
Right, which would be really silly.
Yeah. Like, Dragon versus this room, which one's harder? Definitely Dragon. Nice D-boost. Yeah, if you have the health here, I like to just damage through these. So if you're arm pumping enough, you can, when you have a row of 3 pirates like this, you can take damage on one and then iframe through the other 2.
Mm-hmm. Jay's not too happy to find those power bombs, but he knows that's the way forward.
Yep. He's happy to have power bombs. He's just not happy that that's how he got them. Okay. Zachary trying to navigate fish tank with high jump, which is in logic. Even with the pirates. Because you can... It's scary, but when they turn around, you have just enough space and just enough time to jump up to their platform without touching them and go to the next spot. Grapple beam, not the major Zachary wanted to see. I really want to know what that other Norfair major is. Charge beam is huge.
Charge beam.
Ooh, okay. Now Zachary is thinking. 2 more tanks and he's technically in go mode. It's not a fun mother brain fight, but it is a possible mother brain fight.
I'd probably go 3 more tanks just to be on the safe side.
Yeah. I think the short answer is just collect more items. The more items you get, the more helpful it's going to be. Get the criteria map if you can. Beans, are you saying you would go -2 tanks? But you don't have X-ray visor or X-ray scope or a reserve. So, cowards. You're dang right. I don't want to keep attempting an impossible fight. Yeah, I'm a coward.
I'm just picturing that meme where it's the guy turning around in the tavern. Amateurs.
All right. Looking at the route. So you don't even have to come back up Key Hunter Shaft. So that might just be in logic down there. After Kraid, just spark back up. There's also a Bryn connector down there.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't know. I don't think Red Key Hunters requires screw attack going down, because there's a simple enough setup where you can just get on a cycle and dodge them on the way down. Going up is much more sketchy, but I think it is logic to do with this health to get down, and then you could probably get enough health and Bryn to spark back up.
So Jay knows where speed is now. I'm wondering if he's going to eventually make his way back up to it, but he's going the opposite direction. So I'm thinking no.
He might be thinking the same thing I am, of just going down Key Hunter Shaft. Maybe?
Mm-hmm.
No, he's going back to Big Pink. Which, I mean, he doesn't have the health for Key Hunter Shaft right now anyway.
Yeah. High five and Big Pink.
Yo, let's go. Alright, Zachary is now going down. Is he going to do the thing? Yep. Oh, he missed the shot. At this point, I would just reset the room. Because now the key hunters are going to be on weird cycles and you're going to take hits. Yeah.
This is probably death for Sacri.
He's got it. He's fine. This is a terrible farm, but there is also a tank down there. Although, ooh,
That could be a
he
reserve
doesn't have
tank.
a way. Yeah, he also doesn't have a way up. If that's an E tank, that's a nice bailout because then you can just spark up climb supers. Or you
nope,
could die to a
gets
crab.
him.
Yep. So we still don't know what the Kraid Major is.
Words, hear me out. Kraid's holding on to Varia.
I believe it.
It's just vanilla.
Yep. It's already given you 5 tanks. Like, yeah, it would be too poetic for that to just be Varia. Woo! Oh, there's another hit. Okay, if he can dodge this last one, nope. Yeah, this is definitely a spot where if you've practiced the PRKD movement for this room, you have a huge advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can just if you go in, it looks like Jaychalke is doing it now. He's gonna try to spark here, which is kind of unnecessary. If you just run in, shoot the blocks, do a down back to skip the ledge, you can get down just fast enough to jump past this first key hunter before it comes back left or back to the right. And then the cycles just kind of line up. You have to wait at the top platform for a few seconds and then you're fine. Because they're on the same cycle every time you enter the room. And they don't... Key hunters, for some reason, don't track your movements when you're above them. That's why going down a key hunter room can be so much easier than coming up a key hunter room. Because if you're coming from the top, they are almost 100% predictable. Whereas if you're coming from the bottom, they're going to respond to all of your movements. That is not what Jaychalke wants to see right now.
Yeah, he just sparked across the pillar room instead of going down key hunters. That's what he was doing the spark for.
Yeah. I don't think you can do the wall jump here, but you can definitely just cross room jump to get up. Yeah, I think Jaychalke is dead here. I don't think you can do this on this health without some very specific movement.
That's just death.
Yeah.
This is a challenging seed. Like, it's, your Mother Brain's right there. You know that your opponent's probably grabbing everything that they can to get to Mother Brain. And it's just pure luck. Pure luck to get through these areas.
Okay. Oh boy. Sacri
Nice
surviving,
iframes.
like dodging that hit by the skin of his teeth. That was crazy. He tried to use a power bomb to get iframes. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like key hunters take damage from the power bombs. So, yeah, no iframes there. He just managed to barely squeeze by.
All right, Kraid, are you vanilla?
If this is Varia suit, this is going to be interesting to see what Sacri does here. Because that is like actual go mode, but it's like 100 shots. All right, we get
see another Kraid DLC.
Yo. Okay, Jaychalke. Oh no, Jaychalke didn't save after power bombs. That's tragic.
Yeah.
Ooh. And he's gonna have a hard time getting back here too, because these pirates do not drop health. It's X-ray. Who called it? Who cursed that? I saw that in chat. Who said that? Mr. Zebra. I can't believe you would do that to our runners. However, this is still technically go mode. Because there's the 6th E tank that Sacri hasn't picked up yet.
Yeah, that's true.
So, how does Sacri feel about a 200 or a 100 shot Mother Brain fight? Because this is
without taking damage. Without taking damage, mind you.
Without taking damage. Because this is 210 damage per shot, which on its own. I'm trying to do
Oh,
some quick
Jay
math,
is
but the
having
math
the
is weird.
worst time right now.
He's fine. Yeah, you can just power bomb to kill those guys, and then you charge a spark over here. He's gonna not have time. Yeah, you gotta charge a spark further left so you can get some speed, or just do it that direction. Yeah, that works. He's got plenty of health for this, though. You can do it on one tank as long as you don't take hits. Woo! Okay. And there he goes.
Boop.
All right. I'm just gonna pull out a calculator. I'm trying to do quick math in my head, and it's not quick. Okay, so Mother Brain has 18,000 health. So without any beams, it would be 86 shots. Or without any ammo, it would be 86 shots on Mother Brain.
Gross.
Because I'm pretty sure, correct me if I'm wrong, chat, but I'm pretty sure Wave Spazer is 210 damage per charge shot. So that's 86 shots minus probably 9 supers worth. 10 if he gets one more missile. So yeah, that's like around close to 60, like 54.
So basically what you're telling me is that Spazer's actually worth it.
Yes. 100%. It is very worth it. So yeah, with this loadout, this is essentially a PRKD Mother Brain fight. It's a little bit sketchier because you don't have a suit to like mitigate the damage. Because you can take 98 damage and still survive. So for that 98 damage, you're basically taking 4 times damage of what you'd be taking in PRKD, which is a lot. But still, you just don't want to get hit at all. Is the real story. So it's a little less than 60 shots plus supers, whereas in PRKD you're doing no supers and still 60 shots. So he's going for this tank. So it looks like he's committed to the suitless Mother Brain. We'll see if he wants a 7th tank to feel a little safer.
I would absolutely want a 7th, if not an 8th tank to feel safer.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. We're going to have to see what SacriJuts is comfy with.
Two reserves and X-ray. Yeah, that's fair beans. Oh, there's another super pack here that Sacri knows about. So that'll be 15. So that takes off a chunk. It's
that's half of Mother Brain's life right there.
Yeah, that's not half. It's like 1/6. Or sorry, the 15 supers is half. Yeah. I was thinking of the 5. But that trims off almost 15 shots, like 14 shots from the total. So we're looking at like 43 shots.
Jay wants you to drink water, chat.
Drinking water is healthy. Drink more water. Hydrate or dihydrate.
Hydrate or dihydrate.
What, have you never heard that?
All right. Sacri's back in Big Pink. Is this going to be a Mother Brain play?
Not on this health. He needs a refill first. I would... Oh. Is he going to break the tank or something? I don't know. What's he doing? Like he's going to ship, maybe? Yeah. So it looks to me like he's going for this. I would try to pick up at least one more missile, because that saves you a super.
Mm-hmm.
And a super is worth 3 charge shots right now.
All right, we're gonna see a Shine Spark Zub Skip.
Mm-hmm. All right. Does Sacri get it first try, or does he death loop? Okay, nice Zeb skip. I thought that was too far to the right, but it worked. Nicely done. And already down to 55 health. Like this is such a he
Down
can't
to
take
15
a hit.
health.
He's done. Like that's the last hit he could afford to take. No more damage. Ooh, that wrinkle was close.
Ooh, he's
So
getting spicy.
In this scenario, when you don't have Ice Beam, it's actually... Ooh,
Nope.
There's the hit.
That's
That's all he's got. He's done. So looks like now... So we do have access to the backside of Mother Brain. So one cool thing this lets you do is now that he has completely broken the glass, he can actually do the fight from behind. I doesn't look like he's thinking about that. So we were talking before... It's weird, but... You can, the tank requires some missiles to break the open face of the tank before you actually start doing damage to Mother Brain. Mm-hmm. So now, because the glass is completely broken, when you revisit the room, the glass will still be broken, and you don't have to spend the extra projectiles to break it to trigger, like, where you can start damaging Mother Brain. So it actually saves you, like, 6 missiles worth of damage. To have already broken the glass. So again, with ship right here, the refill doesn't really cost you much time at all. So he's just gonna go in. He broke the Zebs, had the tank broken, and I was gonna go back in. Though I think he missed 1 Zeb. I think he only broke 3, which is probably
he's got the last one to break.
A miscalculation on his part. He had no ammo. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Well.
Yeah, he's got to refill again now. Yep. So yeah, Bean says he didn't forget. He just did. He ran out of ammo, so he couldn't break it. That last Zeb.
Right.
So yeah, there's just gonna be multiple refill trips, which is again, this is kind of the name of the game for no objectives, because like you're either spending this time farming or you're spending this time hunting for more resources. And if you don't know where those resources are, the farming is kind of just better, as slow as it can be. It's still faster than not knowing where to go. Jaychalke?
Jay, you can't do this on 5 tanks.
I hope he's not... I'm not sure what he's doing, actually. This could also be, like I was mentioning before, you can actually start the Mother Brain fight from behind if you've already broken the glass. So he might just kind of be doing some working ahead while thinking about his game plan for later. Because he does see another tank on the map. He has seen that, so he knows that's enough for go mode. He also hasn't found charge. So, yeah, I think he's just stalling at this point. Trying to think about what to do next while, like, making some progress here.
19 life left for SacriJuts to... Nope, never mind.
Nope. Yeah, like, it doesn't seem like Sacri knows about it, but again, you can start the fight from behind Mother Brain, which means you get to skip all of the turrets and the Rinkas that are harassing you while you're going in. So he could go around Parlor, get to the backside, and that would make this a little bit easier at least. Ooh, that's an annoying fall down Big Pink. It's like you miss one jump and then you're like trying to land on a platform and you just go perfectly between all of them. Feels bad, man.
It's like, why can't you do that on purpose when you want to do it on purpose?
Yeah, right? Okay. So
Jay's
looks like
going down
Sacri's
key
going
shaft.
up fish tank. Yeah, it seems like he's given up and is trying to get more resources here, which I think is totally fair. So yeah, this crossroom jump with speed and I don't know. Yeah, looks like he's going to Crade. Gonna also get the bad news of X-Ray. But yeah, speed and high jump, this is definitely in logic. I'm not sure the minimum runway for this, but this is more than enough. You have to do a crossroom jump basically as late as possible. And then you have to do a turnaround, which will let Samus, or in this case Link, slip past that ceiling. And you can get all the way up to the top.
Double Crate DLC this race.
Woohoo! Okay. Back to criteria for Sacri. We've already been here, but I think he just wants some more resources. That's all he needs. Plasma would be great.
Too.
Yeah, E-Tank would be amazing.
Even reserve tanks at this point would be amazing.
Mm-hmm. Got a map here, that's good. And it's not a Fantoon map, so we don't have to worry about stalling for anything. Preemptively breaking the powerbomb door, I like it.
You know, this is a tense race when both commentators are kind of just sitting stunned watching.
Uh-huh. Okay, Jaychalke going down to Bryn. This is something we haven't seen yet. It's a hazard tape door, so this is Everest or Oasis. It is Everest. That's the one you don't want to see, because we don't have a way back now.
Right, and we know gravity can't be down here.
Yep.
Jay's going for it anyways.
I mean, it's not impossible for gravity to be down here. You would just need to find grapple somewhere else to put it in logic, which Sacri has found grapple, but Jaychalke doesn't know that.
True.
And also, because this is what we call one-way reachable, well, no, because grapple is probably available on this step. So that's a tank that Sacri needs. Jaychalke still needs ammo. But if he finds like a load of supers down here, that could be huge.
Mm-hmm.
Reserve tank for Sacri, that is also huge. That's 2 reserves for Sacri. So that's 8 tanks. Now, I think, I think if you're SacriJuts here, you take this X and dip. And just go back.
Yeah.
Yep, supers is huge.
Nice X.
So that's 2/3 of Mother Brain's health in just ammo. So now you've gone from a theoretical 86 shots to, math is hard, like less than 30, 27 maybe? Because I did the math, 18,000 divided by 210 is 85.71428571428571, repeating, of course.
So how much damage does the super do by itself?
600 to Mother Brain in map rando. So it's 30 supers total.
Right. I'm trying to do the math in on my calculator now. So 18,000 minus. Actually, hold on. 20 times. You said 600.
Yes.
12,000 damage. So she has 6,000 left over. 6,000 divided by 210.
Mm-hmm.
You're looking at about 28.5 shots, so 29 to be on the safe side.
29 shots, okay. So I would just count 30 if I was Sacri, just to make sure I don't miscount. But that's a pretty reasonable amount of shots. 30 is not bad. Like if you're doing full beam combo, it's 20. So it's barely more than that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's an argument to go for that major zebra. I don't know. To me, it comes down to the question of, are you confident you can first try Mother Brain here? Because if you can first try Mother Brain, that major is just a time loss. Unless you die on the way back. But if that major helps you more reliably kill Mother Brain, then yeah, it's absolutely worth it. I think Plasma would be the only thing that really... Plasma and I guess Ice would be pretty valuable here. But there's just so many other majors on the table that just do nothing for you. Like Screw Attack doesn't do anything for Sacri here. Spring Ball does nothing. Various Suit helps. Gravity, ironically, does nothing here. Well, it helps with damage. That is a very good actually emote. I love that one. Your pocket protector broke doing that math.
We're having fun. We're having fun, chat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, of course. Oh, I just realized one annoying thing about this layout is you have to burn a super to get back from the ship.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's actually... it's actually...
Actually...
it's like 33 shots, because you have to burn the super.
Yeah, although I personally would just farm at Big Pink. I would just farm the extra super, because it saves 3 shots, and if you can get it in like 3 or 4 farms, it's just net neutral.
Yeah, Jay is not having fun trying to get through the seed now.
Yeah, because he still needs a lot of ammo on top of the health that he's finally found.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, careful. Zachary, please!
Zachary healing at 76.
Okay. Okay, no hits.
No hits. This is a
No
no-hit
hits.
Mother Brain.
29 shots? No, 30 shots. No, 34, 33, 32, 32. That's my answer. I'm sticking to it. 32 shots.
15 supers.
But also missiles. Just don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Just don't do the math. Just don't do the math.
We don't need math here.
Calculus, on the other hand.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh, nice morphulness. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, catch up. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 27, 28. All right, get your guesses in chat. What do you think the escape timer will be? We are here. Mother Brain is dead. SacriJuts has enough health to survive the rainbow beam.
35 seconds.
Yeah. I'll guess 30. Like, I can't really argue with that number.
Yeah, it's a good number.
I thought about going 40, but that just seems too long. 45! Yep, Beans and I are just too Sunwoo. We're too scarred by the seeds Sunwoo sent us. Spoilers.
Spoilers, so hold on, chat, because we got one of the racers in here. We're not going to say who, because, yeah, we don't know what the escape is yet.
We definitely don't know who is joined us. in the Discord call. All right, and that chip. Get your GGs in chat for SacriJuts. Also joining us via time travel in the commentary booth. Hello, SacriJuts.
Hello.
GGs.
It's me, the time traveler. Thanks. That was very stressful.
Oh yeah, I bet. Yep. We were kind of talking about like how it can be a jet seed because you can find Mother Brain and then you don't have the stuff to do it, and then the panic of what do we do, and then that's what happened.
Mm-hmm. And Jaychalke is
Welcome,
also
Jaychalke,
joining us in
GGs.
chat.
Hey.
Hey, GG.
GG SacriJuts. Wow, that was an
incredible
experience.
Yeah, that was an incredible series. Jay, I just want to say it was entirely your fault for picking no objectives.
Well, I didn't pick no objectives.
Yeah, I had to pick between the objectives and gravity 9+1, I believe.
Right.
Oh, wait, what? I selected no objectives?
No,
No, I think it would have been
selected
Sacri.
between the
Okay.
two.
I was confused for
Yeah.
a second. Sorry. Guys, okay, so first and foremost, man, both C's just really fricked me up. That was crazy. I was like, I think I don't know where gravity was, so I was just kind of going around doing crazy tech and where was gravity? Did anybody find gravity?
Yeah,
I did,
SacriJuts
yes.
found gravity.
Where was it?
Torian.
You skipped it in Torian.
Ouch. Oh, okay. And then in the second one, oh my god, that I actually don't even know if I can get out of where I'm at right now. I kind of just took a chance here because I was like, I don't know what else to do. I was really kind of flustered with this one. This one was wild. What's really kind of crazy is like the ship and Mother Brain being right next to each other.
In
like
the starting area.
In the starting area, and I'm like, this honestly, like, if I would have played this significantly better, or this was given to someone who with significantly more skill, this could be like a sub 30. Like this was like,
Yeah.
This was
sub 30.
This had a potential for be like the fastest seed ever. Like that was this crazy start. But yeah, I was just really, I think, confused and didn't realize that I could get up to that powerbomb spot for like a while. And yeah, but that's okay. I had a lot of fun, and that's what matters, I guess.
Yeah, that second one, I think you were both pretty neck and neck in the early game. And then I think you both got to that Ridley farm room at the same time. But Jay, you were down below 2 tanks. So you just kind of turned around because you couldn't do it at that point because you would have needed to farm. And then Sacri had 3 tanks. So he just went in and found power bombs. And then that kind of just spiraled from there because he had power bombs and was able to do a whole bunch of stuff that you weren't.
Yeah. So what was the discrepancy on the powerbomb find?
Oh, I only had the one.
What do you mean?
When did he find it? Sorry. In comparison.
I don't know the timer. If you remember when you saw that room first, that's when he found them. Because y'all got to that room at the same time.
Oh wow, really? Man, I felt like tragically behind that whole time. And so knowing that if I would have just calmed down and just played the seed, I really got in my own head for a vast majority of this last match here. It really got me.
Yep. I think that's the danger of no objectives just in general, because it's like you find Mother Brain and then you just feel that moment of panic where it's like, oh, I need to scramble and get stuff as quickly as possible because my opponent's going to do the same thing. So it's just, it's really, it can be really stressful trying to keep your head in the game when you get that moment where you find Mother Brain too early and you don't have the equipment to do anything about it.
For real. Yep, absolutely. All I could think about was like, wow, if I could just get if I could just get maybe a couple more super packs, I was good.
Mhm.
I mean, I couldn't take a hit, which I'm pretty confident in my mother brain. I was like, it's like I'm right there. Like the end of it is right here. And I decided to go down into. I was like, I stood there for a second. I was like, if I jump down here, I'm likely not getting back up. But I was like, I don't know what to do at this point, so I just jumped down there. And
Yeah.
I'm kind of curious where. Oh, maybe you guys saw it on the end screen. I could also look back at open up the spoiler log too, where gravity was, and if I would, or I could have gotten out with gravity or a grapple beam.
I can look this
or-
further if you want.
Yeah. I'm curious where.
Yeah. I think the logic there was to get speed, and then go up climb supers. Because speed and I think wave beam were behind power bomb blocks in Big Pink. If you went for the map and like did a few loops around, I think green pirate shaft had speed, and then you would use speed after going down key hunter shaft. Then you go down below Kraid and then climb supers back up is your way back.
Logic seems to be up fish tank to criteria
Wow.
after fighting
Yeah.
speed.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Nice.
So kind of what I did.
Yeah. Because I think Sacri went criteria shortly after getting power bombs and speed, and then found charge, and he already had wave and spazer, and so at that point he was just hunting for health to be able to do mother brain.
Incredible. Very cool. Man.
Yeah, that first game was really close. Like y'all took some different paths. Sacri, I think, just followed the logic verbatim almost.
Nice.
Saw X-Ray Hall, or maybe I don't know if he saw X-Ray Hall, but just went the other way into Torian, got all the majors, gravity, grapple, and all the other stuff, which let him go do the bosses. But Jaychalke, you went across X-Ray Hall with just, I think, Spring Ball.
Oh, I was so hyped about
essentially.
that.
Yeah, that was really good. So you were able to do the bosses early and not have to come back for them. And then you went Torian, and the one major you didn't grab was gravity, and that ended up being what let Sacri just zoom through the end game. Because I think you were entering Fantoon as Sacri was leaving, but he was able to just go through Everest really quick, not think at all about Lava Dive, and just zoom through to Ridley and Mother Brain.
Where was Ridley, by the way?
Brinstar. You were right there.
I was right. That's what I thought. I thought I was like right there so I was pretty close. Yeah, dang. I was really close.
Yep, Mother Brain and Ridley were both in Bryn. I think Sacri went there first, got the map, and just reverted out. So he had an information advantage too. But like, if you had gravity for that end game, it would have been a very, very tight race.
And so I just skipped gravity somehow, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
So I think Torian, I think you came down into, or at least next to, the Morph Ball room. You got one of those majors there, and then if you kept going east, there was gravity, just not far away.
Wow.
And it was right next to the Torian exit, so you just exited Torian there instead of going right to gravity.
You'll hear us when you watch this back be like, Jay, turn around, go the other way,
Yeah.
and just didn't go the other way.
No. That's unfortunate. Well, good luck, Sacri, to the rest of your tournament matches. Hope you enjoy the rest of the tournament. And Word and Sineth and Cruel and the rest of the team, thank you so much for putting on a good show for us.
Well, thank you so much for coming and doing the race. I mean, you can't do this race without you, and you put on a good show too. I mean, it's not for nothing. You definitely improved your skills from the very first Map Rando race all the way till now, and I know you're going to keep improving your skills. So when the next Map Rando tournament comes, you're going to be rocking and shocking everyone in there.
I appreciate it. I just got dunked on by Spore Spawn. I tried to kill it for the fans, and he dunked on me and pushed me down through the door.
Classic Spore Spawn. That is
I'm waiting for Spore Spawn to start his swings, and I jump into him, and he just dunks me into the door. You'll see it here in a little bit.
Yeah. That to me is like the most ridiculous and hilarious map rando specific thing. Just because boss doors don't close behind you, so it's just like spore spawn. It's just always. You almost never see someone go into spore spawn and not just immediately fall back out, because it's like it's hard to react quickly enough to hit the ledge. And then just,
I love it. I love it so much.
All right. Well, with that, SacriJuts, you're moving on to your next match. I don't think we know who your next opponent is quite yet.
Got the bracket up. It is the winner of Kiara and Oopla.
I hope I get to play against Tupla. He's a fellow runner that played in an event, and a fellow French too.
Nice.
Here comes the dunk. Oh, and nice. That's really cool. I hope you get to play against them.
And that does put you officially in top 4 of Copper bracket.
Yay!
So if you win 2 more sets, you will have won Copper bracket. That's where you're at in the standings right now.
Yeah, I
Here comes
didn't.
the dunk.
I didn't think I'd get this far, to be honest. Already winning at first race was a good surprise.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, you definitely played very well this time. I don't know if I saw the last race, but you definitely played well today. You were reading the logic very well. Like I think in both seeds you pretty much had a lock on where you were supposed to go next on each step.
Mm-hmm.
Sag.
Rando's gonna rando.
Yeah.
Rando's definitely gonna rando. All right. Well, Jay, Sacri, it's been nice having you in here for the interview. Chat, thank you so much for sticking around, watching the race. I mean, you're obviously the most important part of this. We can't do this without chat. We can't do this without the team. Can't do this without the racers. So from everyone at SpeedGaming, we'll just say goodnight and see you next mission.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.